Hey there, word explorers! Today we're going to uncover the mystery behind the word weird using structured word inquiry. We'll check out how the letters are working and explore the fascinating history of weird. So let's dive in and find out what makes the word weird so weird. Let's start with meaning. Today we use the word weird to describe something strange or unusual, but this word wasn't always used that way. Its original meaning had a much more magical, supernatural flavor. The word weird comes from the Old English word wyrd, which means fate or destiny. It referred to something supernatural, like a force that controls people's destinies. You might recognize this sense of weird if you've ever read Shakespeare's Macbeth, where the three witches are called the Weird Sisters because they could foresee and control fate. Over time, the meaning of weird shifted. From describing fate and destiny, it came to describe things that seemed strange or beyond understanding, things that were otherworldly, like magic. Today, weird is used to describe anything unusual or odd. Now let's analyze the structure of the word weird. Unlike some other words, weird is a simple base, meaning there are no prefixes or suffixes we can peel off. However, weird does have relatives that share the same base. One relative is weirder. Here we add the suffix er to compare things. For example, this movie is weirder than the last one. Then we have weirdest, formed by adding the suffix est to show the superlative, something that is the most weird. Finally, we have weirdly. By adding the suffix ly, we create an adverb describing how something is done. For instance, he smiled weirdly. These are examples of how we can create related words or relatives from the base weird by adding different suffixes, each giving the word a new function while keeping the sense of meaning of weird. Now it's time to ask question 4 of structured word inquiry. What are the letters doing? Let's break down the graphemes and their phonemes in the word weird. The W spells W in weird. The EI spells E in weird. The R spells in weird. Finally, the D spells D in weird. EI spelling E is not a so-called exception. It's present in several frequently used words in English and not always after C. The D in weird isn't released when we say the word by itself, weird. We don't say weird. However, when we use it in a sentence, we do sometimes release the D, as in, that was a weird effect. If the following word starts with a vowel, we release it. You don't really need to be knowledgeable about these kinds of articulatory details. However, this detail adds to the pile of evidence that children shouldn't be asked to sound words out. When we analyze what is there, there's no need to try to make up prescriptive rules for pronunciation, and that's a good thing because it's impossible. So while weird is a free base and doesn't have affixes, we can still notice that the spelling preserves its connection to its history. The spelling WEIRD reflects its journey from Old English to Modern English, and it still carries that sense of the unusual or supernatural. Present-day English doesn't have a medial Y unless a spelling has a Greek origin. We can see that the Y and I switched places or toggled in this spelling to follow present-day English spelling conventions. There, see? Not so weird after all. And there you have it. The word weird may seem strange in both its spelling and meaning, but it's deeply connected to its past. We can see how this word evolved over time, from its supernatural origins to its modern-day use. And with relatives like weirder, weirdest, and weirdly, we see how a word can grow while keeping its core sense of meaning. Remember, every word has a history, and structured word inquiry helps us uncover it. Until next time, stay curious, keep exploring, and let words show you the way.